What happens when the Premier League throws up surprises, heartbreaks, and absolute chaos in just one day? You get an episode like this. Welcome to Across the Pitch, episode 16, where we're breaking down everything you missed, or maybe wished you hadn't, from yesterday's matches. We've got champions stumbling, goalkeepers fumbling, and some players you didn't even know were in the league stealing the spotlight. Stick around, because trust me, this one's a roller coaster. Let's get into it. All right, so Manchester City just got rocked by Aston Villa, 2-1. Let's talk about this mess. First off, Manchester City in sixth place? Sixth. The reigning champions, the squad that's supposed to be dominating the league, are now out here fighting for scraps like it's a pub league. And get this, 9 losses in their last 12 games. 9. Even Southampton's looking at them like, mate, you good? Now, Villa came out swinging. John Duran, bless him, nearly scored before most fans had even found their seats. Josko Gvardiol? Yeah, he served up a gift, and Stefan Ortega's out here doing acrobatics just to save face. But spoiler alert, it didn't matter. Duran still got his goal. 16 minutes in. Pep must have been losing his mind. And can we talk about Morgan Rogers? Oh, the drama. Former City player turning the knife in his old squad's side. His goal was a chef's kiss of precision, assist by John McGinn, who, let's be real, ran that midfield like he owned it. City, on the other hand, were sleepwalking. Phil Foden managed to claw one back in stoppage time, but honestly, it felt like he was just padding his stats. And poor Erling Haaland, man looks like he's questioning life choices. Not good enough, he said. You're right, Erling. It's not. Pep Guardiola? Oh, he's out there clapping for the fans after the match, but you know he's seething inside. I mean, this isn't just a slump. It's an identity crisis. They've conceded the first goal in 9 league games this season. 9. That's Wolves and Southampton levels of tragic. And Villa? They're thriving. 5th place and rising. They've got that swagger, that energy, that we can take on anyone vibe. Rodgers even called City a beast, said they'd come out firing but didn't deliver. Savage. So yeah, City fans, it's time for a reality check. This isn't just a bump in the road. This is a full-blown pothole. Fix it, Pep. Arsenal put 5 past Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park. 5. Gabriel Jesus is out here making the Eagles his personal highlight reel. 2 goals today, 5 in the week, and nearly a second hat trick. Jesus, take a bow. It started early, 6th minute. Bukayo Saka whips in a cross, it gets deflected, and Jesus slots it past Dean Henderson at the near post. Clean. Clinical. Palace said, hold my drink, and Ismaila Sarr curls one in just 5 minutes later. Beautiful strike. But that was as good as it got for them. 3 minutes after that, chaos in the box. Palace can't clear a corner. Thomas Partey says, here you go, and Jesus curls it into the top corner. Chef's kiss. And then, just before the break, Jesus hits the post with a header, but no worries. Kai Havertz is there to mop up for Arsenal's third. Second half, all Arsenal. Gabriel Martinelli deflects in a Declan Rice shot, and then Rice himself curls in a beauty for the 5th. Arsenal fans, you're eating good this week. But not all sunshine and rainbows. Saka limped off in the first half, and that's a worry. This man has 52 goals and 44 assists since 2019. He's essential for any serious title challenge. Get well soon, Bukayo. Crystal Palace? They looked good for about 15 minutes, but let's be real, they were gassed. Back-to-back games with mostly the same squad, missing Eze, and their defense was just not up for it. 4 points clear of relegation now, but Bournemouth's next. They need to find some energy, quick. Meanwhile, Arsenal's 3 points behind Liverpool, though with 2 more games played. Title challenge? Maybe. But for now, they're putting on a show, and we're here for it. "26 seconds. That's all it took for Newcastle to put Ipswich in their place. 26 seconds, and Alexander Isak is already doing his thing, smashing the ball into the back of the net. Offside? Nah. VR said, hold my beer. And the goal stood. And that's just the start of this Ipswich horror show. Jacob Murphy deserves a round of applause because he was everywhere. First setting up Isak's opener, and then smashing in a second off the underside of the crossbar. That sound? Perfection. Anthony Gordon was in on it too, working hard, making life miserable for Ipswich's defense. Meanwhile, Ipswich's goalkeeper, Ari-Jeanette Muric, was out here playing gifts from the penalty box. Enter Bruno Guimaraes to steal the ball, and Isaac's tapping in his second like it's a training session. And let's not forget the hat trick. 9 minutes into the second half, Isaac casually slides one in the bottom corner. Game. Over. 10 Premier League goals for the season, only 3 behind Salah and Haaland. Someone get this man a crown. Ipswich? Bless their hearts, but they haven't won a top-flight home game since April 2002. 2002. The year of flip phones and frosted tips. And now they've got Arsenal and Chelsea lined up. Good luck with that. Meanwhile, Newcastle's living the dream. 4-0 against Leicester, 3-1 over Brentford in the Carabao Cup. Oh, and now this 4-0 stroll. Eddie Howe must be sitting somewhere sipping tea, grinning like the Cheshire Cat. Nottingham Forest in the top 4. Yes, you heard that right. Top 4. And they just handed Brentford their first home loss of the season. Brentford, the team with the best home record in the league. Forest said, "Merry Christmas, we're taking those points." Now, before we pop the champagne, Nuno Espirito Santo, being the ever-grounded guy he is, said, "We've achieved nothing yet." Classic Nuno, right? But let's talk facts. 31 points in 17 games. That's Forest's best top-flight start since, wait for it, 1987. Yes, the 80s. Back when Perms were cool and Forest finished third. Ola Aina and Anthony Elanga, take a bow. Aina slots in a beauty in the first half, and Elanga, cool as you like, pouncing on Keane Lewis Potter's mistake like a fox in the penalty box. Brentford's defense? In shambles. Mark Flecken could only watch as that ball kissed the back of the net. And the Forest defense? Let's give credit where it's due. Matt Sells in goal was a wall. Morato, Milenkovic, and Murillo, these guys were tighter than a packed Christmas dinner table. Brentford tried, oh they tried, but nothing was going past that backline. Brian Bumo, Ioane Wissa, Kevin Scheid, ghosts. Total non-factors. Thomas Frank, poor guy, said his team dominated possession but just lacked that final touch. Translation? We had the ball, but Forest had the brains. Brentford fans, I feel for you. Dropping to 12th after losing 3 games in 7 days? That's brutal. Meanwhile, Forest fans are dreaming of Champions League nights. Europe isn't just a fantasy anymore. It's a very real possibility. But hey, Nuno's right. Humility is key. Let's see if they can keep this form going. But for now, enjoy it, Forest fans. You've earned it. West Ham versus Brighton, 1-1 at the London Stadium. Let me tell you, this game had everything. Drama, tributes, elephants, and just a hint of frustration. First off, Brighton struck first. Mats Wiefer, of all people, pops up to score his first goal for the club. Shout out to Lukasz Fabianski for that half clearance. He really said, "Here, Mats, have a crack." And boy, did he oblige. But hold up, West Ham claps back 7 minutes later. Jared Bowen dances his way into the box, shoots, and Bart Verbruggen can only parry it. Enter Mohamed Kudus. This man does not miss. Heads it in, runs to celebrate, and whips out a wooden stool shaped like an elephant. Iconic. It's from Ghana, he says. A little cultural flavor for the Premier League. Love it. Now, can we talk about Niklas Füllkrug? West Ham's big summer signing, £27 million from Dortmund, and this guy looks like he's running with cement boots. 2 aerial duels, 1 out of 7, 3 touches in the opposition box, 1 wayward shot, and 0 vibes. He's like a throwback to when strikers were just tall guys who occasionally headed the ball. Lopetegui pulls him after 57 minutes, and surprise, West Ham actually looks alive once Bowen moves central. Füllkrug? Back to the drawing board, mate. Brighton fans, I feel for you. 5 games without a win now, and it's the same old story. Pretty football, no finishing. Matoma hit the post from like 3 yards out. 3. Yasin Ayari and Evan Ferguson? Ghosts. And don't even get me started on Joao Pedro. He's gone from scoring 4 in his first 6 games to a 5-match dry spell. Brighton's top scorer, Danny Welbeck, is out with an ankle injury, and you could feel that void. The Seagulls might call this 2 points dropped, but for the Hammers, it's a fight back they'll take. And that Kudus celebration? That's the real winner here. And that's a wrap for today's episode of Across the Pitch. If you enjoyed the breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe for more Premier League drama, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Who impressed you? Who disappointed? And who's just here for vibes? We'll be back soon to keep the football chaos coming. Until then, take care, stay passionate, and we'll see you on the next one.